Number 1. The criminal who tried to kill himself.
Yeah. What do you eat?
Before you sit there, motherfucker.
I'm sorry?
Soda, water.
Yeah, you got a Sprite or something? Yeah. Give us a couple minutes, we'll be down. Minutes or hour?
Minutes.
Oh, at the top?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Can I see?
Couldn't sit so I can put this over on.
In an interrogation involving a 27-year-old named Thomas Robinson, who faces the possibility of a life sentence for shooting a 17-year-old boy, something happened that put everyone's life in danger. Thomas was determined to evade arrest and formed a plan to make it exceedingly challenging for the officers.
Jim, sir.
sorry.
He's going to ask you a couple of questions now. Forgot there's no question.
I'm Bill, this is Jamie. How far along did you go in school?
To the 12th grade.
When did you get your GED?
2013.
And you say, I'm not asking this to embarrass you, but you can read and write. Any drugs, alcohol in the last 24 hours going to affect your thinking or weed?
Yeah.
Can you comprehend everything I'm saying, or do you got a problem?
No, I did all type of drugs.
You did what?
All type of drugs.
What does that mean?
Did all type of drugs in these past 24 hours.
What
So you need to sit for a little while? Is that what you're saying?
What you mean? No.
I mean, can you comprehend what I'm saying? Like, you can understand?
Yeah.
So you smoked some weed?
Did
Anything?
some videos. Snorted some snuff.
When was the last time you took some? All right. Well, what I'll do is read this to you, and then if you, anytime you feel that you're not comfortable answering the questions or talking, just let us know, or you don't understand. I'll leave it up to you. Okay? What's your first name?
Thomas
What's your last name?
Robinson.
Stop me if you have any questions. We have to read this because you're in a police facility. Before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and have them with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any question if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to the lawyer. This just means I read it to you, you're not admitting to nothing. Any questions?
Nope.
Okay, go ahead and sign it. What is your current address?
1129.
Who you live there with?
I don't. That's just.
Your wife?
That's my mama now.
Is it a whole house or is it just an apartment?
Who else lives there with you?
I don't know. I really don't feel like talking right now.
Okay. And do you have a phone number or a contact?
Nah, I'm homeless. No phone.
No phone?
Those two phones you got caught with aren't yours?
I ain't getting caught with no phones.
You sure? That's the one you're looking for, right? Huh? Oh, okay. So do you want to talk to us or not?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just
It's up to
asking.
you. I mean,
it's up to you. You tell me.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready to go?
Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Jim.
You ready to go where?
See the lawyer, talk on the phone.
Okay.
So you wanna talk to your lawyer first?
If I need a lawyer, yeah.
Well, you're under arrest, so.
I'm under arrest?
Yes.
So I need a lawyer?
Yes.
All right, I'd rather talk with a lawyer.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'll do your paperwork and then we'll come back down.
Now I sit for a couple of hours.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. And it'd be one count of murder right now.
Correct.
Murder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You got any other questions?
No.
Anybody you want us to call and contact and let them know you're here?
My mom.
What's your mama's
home?
That's a cell phone.
Okay. Will she answer?
Hopefully so.
Okay.
All right. Sit tight, man.
Now, I will have to ask you questions for the arrest slip, but those are just, you know, about health problems and all that stuff. Okay, that's for the jail. That ain't for my benefit. Alrighty?
He even employed risky tactics. When an officer attempted to handcuff him, Thomas spotted the officer's firearm on his belt. This gave him a dangerous idea. He swiftly tried to grab the officer's gun with the hope of either escaping or causing harm to both himself and the officer. Luckily, the gun's holster had safety features that prevented Thomas from extracting it, resulting in a brief scuffle. 2 additional officers rushed into the room armed with tasers to manage the struggling suspect. Eventually, they successfully restrained Thomas without any further complications.
Hey, but I just gotta switch out cuffs because there it is and he's leaving. Piece of shit. God damn it! Motherfucker!
You got enough?
Yeah, I'm good. You couldn't get it.
You guys alright?
Yeah. Alright, switch out cuffs and he. Glad I didn't take them off and I did the right thing.
Yep.
Let's come back. Keep moving up.
Don't fucking move. I'm good. I got tased a little bit, but it's alright. I'm just trying to pull it up so we can get underneath them.
You're good?
I'm good. I got tased a little bit, but I'm alright. It's worth it as long as he's fucking done. My handcuff key's somewhere.
It's right there. Just trying to fucking pull out your gun.
I know. Luckily, I had the whole hood strap down and couldn't get it. I'm glad I just had I left the other set of cuffs on there. If I'd done that, it'd have been on.
All right.
Sergeant Miller's on his way in anyways. So we can do that. I told him. There we go.
Oh shit. Fuck him.
You alright? You're bleeding a little bit from your lip.
Probably. Don't even fucking move. Okay.
I'm not moving. So now you hooked up this tape.
I'm really glad I didn't take that one cuff off.
Alright. So we got 2 cuffs on the chair.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys have any
What about zip
zip ties? Zip ties we got. Ah.
Another form.
Hey, I need you. What?
Huh?
No. Sir, the fire department's coming to look at you.
What?
The fire department's coming to look at you.
So we tased you a few times.
Is that your first shot?
It was.
It might didn't take effect. Yeah, I think I tased everybody but him.
You might have gotten me. Because I tried wrapping him, pushing his arm down.
Hi.
Hi.
Really?
How are you?
If I was going to jail for the rest of my life, I'm trying to get away too.
Where's the dad about that now?
I'm trying to steal officers around too. Yeah, we're good.
Good job.
He's a little messed up, but we're good.
You're involved, I'll do the paper. Because I know if you're involved.
Initially, it appeared that Thomas was simply determined to escape by any means necessary. However, a closer examination of the situation reveals a different perspective. Thomas repeatedly shouting, "Kill me," during the struggle suggests fear and awareness of potentially facing severe consequences. It's possible he believed that his actions might lead him to be shot, which he might have seen as a way to evade the punishment he expected. It took the combined efforts of 3 officers and a considerable struggle to secure the gun, but fortunately no one was injured. It's common for individuals facing a grim reality during interrogations, as Thomas did, to react with aggression. Moving on, we have Curtis, who found it difficult to control his anger when detectives revealed his true nature. Number 2. The prostitute murderer. The interrogation of Curtis Sagmoen marked a pivotal moment in the investigation into a series of unsettling events that took place on his family's farm in Salmon Arm. These events revolved around an escort who had responded to a Craigslist ad seeking companionship. Upon her arrival at the farm, she encountered a masked man armed with a shotgun. In her panic, she fled and was involved in a car accident. Upon examination, the police found shell fragments in the car's tires, suggesting that the masked man had fired at her. This discovery prompted an in-depth investigation that ultimately led to Curtis Sagmoen being brought in for questioning. Curtis, a man in his early 30s, exhibited signs of tension and discomfort right from the beginning of the interrogation. His body language conveyed unease, and he frequently shifted his gaze around the room, avoiding direct eye contact with the investigators.
Did we contact her on that phone? The only thing I don't know is what caused you to do that. I mean, we'll have to rely on the evidence, but the evidence won't tell us what was going on in your mind. Like when we analyze your phone, it'll show us evidence, but it's not going to tell us what was going on in your mind at the time. If there's any incident that happened, or what caused this to occur. The only place I can get that from is you.
And I'm going to bed.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at the end of the day here, we're not investigating murder, okay? That's not what we're investigating. This escort is fine. She wasn't shot. She was a little scared, but she's not dead.
I haven't discharged the fire.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't, so.
Okay.
So, with that, I'd like to go to bed.
Well, if that's true, we'll find that evidence out. We'll be able to determine that you haven't fired anything.
Just get my mom back home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll be back in the house tomorrow. Is there any evidence of anyone else, like any other escorts, that we're going to find out similar information? Have you threatened anyone?
I haven't threatened anyone.
Okay.
So I look like a piece of shit to you.
Well, you don't. So that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of here. Like, I'll be honest, Curtis, I don't sit this long with too many people, but you seem like a decent guy. You really don't have any criminal record. I think you're probably charged with fraud or something years ago, and that went away. You're never convicted of it. So you have no criminal record. You really don't have that much history with us. You have some in Richmond House, but it's not that bad.
So I'm trying to keep to myself.
I believe you. But something happened somewhere.
I've never seen that girl in my life. So.
Okay. So who would be inviting escorts up to that property? That specific property? Like, who else would do that?
I need to lay down.
Just give me 1 second. So Chris, I just need a quick second there. My colleagues just come back from the scene, so just give me 2 seconds and I'll be right back, okay?
Curtis's agitation became evident when the detectives presented evidence linking him to the Craigslist ad that the escort had responded to. He vehemently denied any knowledge of the ad, but data retrieved from his phone contradicted his claim.
And I know that you.
Oh my God, so it's obviously boom, fingers pointing at me then, right?
Well, there's a few things going on,
Yeah.
Curtis, but you do have a history of.
What? It's called like maybe four escorts in my life, so that's a fucking history.
Okay, well, thank you for telling me that.
Right, you.
5 minutes ago, you were denying having any history.
Right, no, I did, like, we talked.
So that's what we're trying to figure out here, Curtis. We're trying to figure out if you're guilty of this. You know, like we're trying to figure
I
out.
haven't called any escorts to my fucking house.
Mhm.
Okay? Or met anyone here for a few fucking years.
Mhm.
Okay?
I got a few pictures to show you here as well. I wanted to show you this ad. Do you recognize that ad?
No.
So one thing that we're going to have to do when we search your phone, we're going to look for any type of application that you may have used that would alter the appearance of a phone number, that kind of thing. Do you ever hear spoofing? Where if you use your phone to dial another one, but somehow manipulate the phone number to appear differently?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So we're going to be examining your phone for that. Have you ever used that type of application?
Yeah, I'll take the lawyer's advice.
Okay.
I'm just tired right now.
Mm-hmm. I understand that. I think you have used one of those applications. And I think you used it when you contacted.
I never threatened anybody and I like fired or
Okay. Did you meet with her that night?
I haven't met anyone. You've had me around going on for I don't know how long. I don't even know what we talked about it like now a while ago.
Well, we discussed
Like,
your.
I asked, like, if I could invest first here. Okay, I'm tired of like,
Mhm.
I want to go to bed.
Mm-hmm. Part of what told me, Curtis, is that when she arrived at, she noticed that the gate is locked. And when she got out of the gate, or when she got out of her car to go unlock the gate, somebody appeared behind her. And he had his face masked, and he was wearing some type of, the way she described it, it may not have been that's how it was perceived to her. So she provided some more descriptions of the clothing. And she described the male that was holding a gun. He came out of the woods. Now initially the male wasn't pointing the gun at her. He was pointing it up in the air. So I think that's a good thing. It means to me that the person that came out of that woods wasn't trying to kill her. Maybe he was trying to scare her for some reason. And so that's kind of the reason what I'm trying to figure out is why would that happen in the first place? Why would someone come out of the woods to try and scare an escort? I mean, let's call a spade a spade. This girl's obviously an escort. She's coming up to some place that she doesn't really know, and she's going down some dirt driveway. I think a lot of people with common sense may even predict something like that happening. But for whatever reason, the male wasn't shooting at her, he wasn't pointing the gun at her, he was just holding it up in the air. So it means that the person has a conscience. It just means that, to me, something happened to cause that male to do that. And that's what I want to figure out. I know that there's been several escorts that came up to that property. They claim to have been directed up there. Here are the slug fragments inside of the tire. So it means to me that at some point a firearm was discharged. And through canvassing some of the local residents, they heard a firearm being discharged. People that live on that road.
Mm.
If you did contact her, Curtis, and there's another story behind all of this, like I kept telling you, if there is another story behind all this, let us know so we can investigate that. If you didn't do this, help us out so we can clear it. If you did do this, if you did contact her, what happened? Like, I don't know. I mean, we're getting her side of it. And for all I know, something else could have happened that night where maybe you felt the need to defend yourself.
I'm just saying I pointed a gun at someone, yeah. Bullshit. That's what you're saying.
What I'm saying is...
No, that's what you're saying. I got... No.
Sorry?
I'm going to bed.
What it is that I'm saying is that I think you have a history with inviting escorts up there to that property. I think that you have a history in being with escorts, and one of which you got into a physical altercation with, or at least that was the accusation. You had a more recent experience with an escort who was trying to extort you for your truck. She claimed that the bill wasn't paid and she was going to steal your truck. And that's when we got involved, the police, and we investigated that. I believe that you live close by to that address. You have access to...
I'm clumsy and I'm tired.
In a fit of rage, Curtis reached a breaking point and threw a chair, a clear expression of his frustration. However, the detectives remained composed as they continued their questioning.
I'll get you another one in a bit. Have you ever used the computers in the house?
No.
Ever?
No, I don't use the computers in the house.
Okay. We've had to seize them under warrant. Hey!
Like, fucking I just did like I don't even in the house!
Sit.
Like, fuck! What about my mom?
We're here to talk about it. You losing your cool is not helping.
I'm sorry I've been trying. Like, I got...
Put the chair upright.
Sorry. Sorry. What happened again?
Curtis, you're upset right now because of one night in jail. Are you aware of the sentencing for a firearms offense? We're taking this really seriously. The minimum sentence for a firearms offense is 4 years in jail. Do you realize
The
that?
detectives didn't overlook this intense moment. Curtis's anger and agitation hinted at emotions he was struggling to conceal, suggesting that he might be hiding something or trying to protect himself from further scrutiny.
How are you going to react if you have to go to jail? We're trying to provide you an opportunity here to get ahead of this and provide your side of the story.
I'm not going to jail.
Talk to me about that.
I'm not going to be stuck in a room like that.
Talk to me.
Last time I ever fired a firearm was last year.
Did you meet this girl?
I didn't meet a girl. I did not meet a girl.
Did you text her? Truthfully, did you text her? Yes or no?
I texted a girl.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for telling me the truth. You want to shake my hand? Thank you.
But I never fired a firearm.
Okay,
I never threatened anyone.
so what did happen?
Passed out. As you do. That's a fucking great story of my fucking life. I go back in my room.
You don't want to talk about this girl anymore?
I don't want to talk about fucking anything anymore.
Why, just because you're a phone? You can't.
I can't get to work. I got said I was supposed to go to fucking work. Without a fucking phone, how am I going to get the phone call to go to work?
Can we call your mom's place?
Like, no, like, fuck. And I was gonna go back to my room. There, I told you what you wanted to know. I told you I was fucking embarrassing. Now you want more, like, no.
All what I want to know. I want to know
No, like,
the whole story. What happened?
whole story of what happened. About what? Like, there's, like, Chris, go back to my room, please. I asked you if you thought that if we could go for a smoke first. You said no, talk to me first. So I talked to you first. Right? We shook hands. But when I asked you, please can I go back to my room? We would.
But what was it we were
Right?
Hi, Curtis. Sorry to interrupt.
It's okay.
I'm Corporal Kovacs. I work with Rich. Can you give me a couple minutes to talk to you guys?
No,
Just a couple?
no.
Because I've been watching what's been going on here, and so I watch in another room, okay? So,
So yeah, now you two are both gonna have a good laugh at it.
no, not at all.
Yeah, fucking just great things.
Curtis, I've heard a lot worse, okay? What I heard today, that I'm not laughing about anything, okay? I understand you live in a rural area. You don't have a lot of people around you.
I don't even have a fucking vehicle.
So it makes you very limited on what you can do out there.
The reason I don't have a fucking vehicle is because I'm trying to fucking help you guys out. And I got a fucking vehicle fucking inspection because I've been working on my fucking truck. I was missing 3 lug nuts. 3 fucking lug nuts, and I was on my way to work to pick them up. And my vehicle is still up on fucking jack stands because I can't afford to fix it.
Okay.
And I was doing nothing but cooperative with you guys. I turn around and I get that. You know? Okay. So, you know what? Fuck it!
Curtis, you need to calm down a bit, okay?
I'm sorry that I apologize for losing my temper, okay? This is the way I feel.
I understand you.
No, I don't. This is it. No.
Okay, Curtis, I can understand why you're upset right now.
Upset?
Yeah. Okay?
Yeah, I'm not even upset yet.
We need to calm down then.
So, Curtis,
What time is it?
2 o'clock. Curtis, I appreciate you being honest with Richard here, okay? It takes a lot to talk about this type of stuff, okay? Because it's private stuff. It's your personal stuff. I get it. But a lot's been happening out in that area. You've been texting these girls. You've obviously
I'm not in the room.
Just hear me out.
No.
The interrogation came to a close with Curtis still visibly agitated. He exited the room, leaving the detectives with a wealth of material to review and consider. Curtis Sagmoen was declared guilty on February 11, 2020, for causing bodily harm through assault. This conviction stemmed from an incident where he ran over a sex worker with a quad on his family's property on Salmon River Road. In December 2019, he also faced convictions for concealing his face with the intent to commit a serious crime, using a firearm during a criminal act, and possessing methamphetamine. While Curtis shows he's losing it by getting all riled up, Courtney proves she's losing it by shedding some tears for her victim. Number 3. The criminal who cried for their victim. Courtney Clenny, also known as Courtney Taylor, has become the focal point of an investigation following the tragic demise of her boyfriend, Christian Obumsili. The tragic events transpired in their Miami, Florida residence, where Christian is believed to have suffered a fatal stabbing. Law enforcement brought Courtney in for questioning as a potential suspect in the homicide, aiming to uncover the events leading up to the incident. During Courtney's interrogation, she began by recounting the series of events that culminated in the tragedy. She provided insights into her relationship with Christian and disclosed concerns regarding his prior displays of aggression toward her.
I want a restraining order against Christian Obumsili.
This time yesterday for absolutely no reason. Absolutely none. They harassed, not the police, but security guards from the office, like young security guards.
Okay.
Came up for no reason. Bothered him, bothered me. I was about to go to the pool. I said, they said, do you want us to keep him out of here? And I said, I mean, yeah, but y'all have been letting him up all week when he hasn't had a key.
Yeah.
But, I mean, no. Do you want us to call the cops? No. It's fine. Like, I didn't want him to get arrested. Like, there's no reason for that. And so, whatever. So I said no. And then he, I guess he just wanted to call the police or something, because right after that he goes, well, we saw you shove him, which he was referring to downstairs in the elevator. My boyfriend had followed me into the elevator, and I didn't want him to come in. So I go, stop following me. And I did this. And we were like, I mean, Christian will attest to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But that just didn't happen. So it's like he moved from Christian to me. It seemed like he just wanted to cause trouble.
Yeah.
So the police were involved yesterday when there shouldn't have been anything. And then I think there was like 1 or 2 times where I don't think the police were called, but maybe security, when, well, if you're talking about police, that's definitely the only times that I can remember.
Okay.
Security have been called for noise complaint, for sure.
Because of arguments or?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you guys usually argue about? Or is it always a different issue?
I mean, no, kind of ish. But
do you mind telling us about those arguments? Or?
I don't think there's a point. I cannot remember everything, so I'm not. I don't want to remember part of it.
Okay. Would you say it's jealousy related?
For sure, for some of it, yeah. Yeah.
So you think you can tell us the story one more time, just so I can make sure that I didn't miss anything?
Didn't you write everything down?
No, he's writing it down for me. But I just want to make sure that you can explain to us one more time the story.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can see how I am. Okay. Well, he went to go get me Subway. We wake up, we've broken up, I broke up with him about a week ago. My mom came into town. She was in town because of it. And I told her, like, what am I saying? Anyway, she came into town because of this. She was there for about 6 days. My boyfriend was freaking squatting in my elevator, like, little room. But I didn't want to kick him out because he said he wanted to be ghosting me. I'm like, okay. I eventually feel like, okay, I got this under control. You can go home.
Okay.
Then she goes home. That crap with the security guard who I guess just had an agenda. That happened yesterday.
Okay.
Or was it the day before yesterday? Honestly, I really don't. I can't think of it. It's the day before yesterday or yesterday. So.
Which security guard is this? Do you know his name?
I don't remember his name. I could point him out in the lineup in 1 second. So after that fact, I was like, wow, you just tried to cause a problem for no reason. I thought it was fun. I was like, why are you doing this? Like, just because, like I said, that we're over, blah, blah, blah. And he was trying to talk to me, and I just didn't want to talk.
Courtney admitted to grabbing a knife in an attempt to scare him, but it accidentally led to the knife injuring Christian.
Of anger. I didn't say it because I want that, because I love him. But that was just one of the things that you said.
Was that at the moment that he was charging you, or earlier in one of the arguments?
It was before he choked me. Yes, it was before he choked me.
Okay.
Or whatever.
So he gets.
So no, not right then. I couldn't tell you exactly what he said right then.
Okay. So.
But I swear to God, I was scared. I mean, after like what I just, I was scared, and I was on the phone with my mom, and it was still happening.
Yeah.
I was scared.
So you told me that he had you against the wall at one point, right? With the hands over your neck.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you end up from the wall to the ground?
Let me go.
Uh-huh.
Let me go, and then I started swinging on him because I had been against the wall.
Okay.
I started trying to hit him.
Yeah.
And then he put me on the ground.
He dropped you to the ground. What did he do? Like, did he like lift you up, or did he grab your hair? Did he just kind of like rotate you onto the ground?
I really couldn't even tell you.
He pushed you.
If I could have like been given all these questions, before, I could be like, maybe let me think about it. Or when I'm trying to remember like a whole situation of where I was very upset about something, which I've learned this in therapy or whatever. It's like write down like all the details so you don't forget. Just like write it all out clearly so it makes sense to you and makes sense to somebody else. But I haven't had a chance to have a pen and paper or my phone to like write down exactly what happened, and I haven't really even like fully thought about it.
Yeah.
So honestly, my answer is I don't remember.
That's fine. So he has you on the ground. You end up on the ground, and he has his hands over your neck. Correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. And then is he saying something to you at the time when he's on the ground on top of you? Or?
He was saying something like gritting his teeth. I don't remember what it was.
Like what?
He was saying something like gritting his teeth, like with the white of his eye,
okay.
but I don't remember what it was.
Okay. And then he at one point he stops, right? Sorry. And what, you get up, you go to the bedroom, or what do you do?
I get my phone from the kitchen. I got my phone from the kitchen. I called my mom. I was talking to her, and then he was following me around the apartment and acting like just like after. We shouldn't be together.
You guys have a history of domestic violence?
Yeah.
You say you've been together how long, sorry?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2
year
years.
and a half to 2 years.
So how many incidents you think you've had?
I don't know, but we shouldn't be together.
We say one or two, or just too many to.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I haven't touched my ankle. It's like what? Like I just want to take a shower, God. Okay. No. We can.
I'll get your trash.
I'm not trying to interrupt the.
No. You keep on.
This is absolutely the most insane shit that I think I've ever been involved in.
I think anybody that
No,
goes through this
without
would
a
be
doubt.
just insane.
What'd you say?
I think that if anybody goes through this type of situation, it would be pretty insane for them.
Okay. You said
have
domestic violence.
Have you made a report before?
No.
You've never made a report?
Oh, I did in Dallas actually about a year ago, and he was detained.
And what happened there?
He had pushed me in the lobby, but it wasn't like a big deal, and they made it a huge deal.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up getting taken to the hospital or jail or something.
Yeah. So you said 1.5 years to 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you said that today you guys were supposed to go to the park?
Mm-hmm. We were, well, I'll just let you ask questions and I'll answer.
No, you can tell me whatever you want. You can tell me whenever you want.
Yeah, we had just gotten back together. I had broken up with him, and then he came back the last, 2 nights, and everything was perfect. And then she got, into an argument, and I ended up getting scared, and I think that I overreacted, or not overreacted necessarily, but reacted, and I just didn't know exactly what might happen. But, yeah, we were right before anything happened. We were going to walk my dogs down to this park over by, the Paramount, which has, the beach volleyball and basketball court and all that. We're going to walk them over there and let my dog Ranger play soccer. That was my plan for the day, and then go
How old are you
to the movie. Or to go to a movie tonight in Miami Beach. My dogs are 8 years old. 8 years old?
Oh, okay. Both of them?
Yes.
Oh. You've had them all 8 years? Since they were babies?
Yes.
Oh. What breed are they?
Mini Aussies.
Mini Aussies? I love those.
Too.
Super smart.
Yeah.
You guys lived in Austin before here, right? Between the first and second week of January, you guys moved to Miami. Did you guys stop anywhere before coming to Miami, or did you move somewhere else between Austin and Miami, or you went straight to Miami?
We drove the U-Haul from Austin to Miami. Took us 2 days. I didn't drive one bit, because he went the whole way. So I could take 2 days. No, we just stopped a bunch of places on the way.
Does he have any family?
He does. He has.
Yeah.
He has his mom and grandma. He's closest to.
Mom and grandma?
Mhm.
We're here in Miami, or?
They live in Dallas. I think his grandma may still be in Nigeria, because they visit a lot, but I think that they're back in Dallas.
Okay.
He has a brother that lives in I think Houston. I don't know where his sister lives.
Do you happen to know off the top of your head their phone number, or?
None of theirs, no.
No?
No.
Do you have it on your phone number, on your phone, or no?
I think that I would have his mom on my phone for sure, and then maybe his grandma.
Oh, okay. What's his mom's name?
He told me. I'm terrible right now.
Yeah. That's like remembering.
And I met her multiple times, and I've been to her house, and I still couldn't tell you. That's pretty bad.
I mean, how many times have you seen her?
I think 4 times.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's spread apart, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't imagine to remember somebody's name that easy. So I'm really bad at remember names too. So again. How about his brother? You know his brother's name, or no?
He's very not, I guess, too thorough with talking about. I mean, that's not really public, like that we're good, not like to keep her. I feel like I calmed down a little bit once he told me like they're just like talking to him. Okay, so I can talk to you. They're like, he's not really like that thorough or something. He doesn't really talk as much about his family as I do mine. I talk about my family all the time.
Okay. Where's your family?
In Austin.
You're all in Austin?
All in Austin, yeah.
You have a big family, small family?
I am the most. I'm the closest with my immediate family. My mom, my dad, and my little sister.
Okay.
So not really that big of a family.
Okay. What's your mom's name?
Deborah.
Deborah. And your dad's?
Kim.
Kim.
Mm-hmm.
What are their last names?
Clenny.
Clenny.
Clenney.
And your sister?
Morgan.
Do you ever need us to take a break? You know, because I know it's rough, you know, with everything going on. But when you take a break, you let me know, okay?
Yeah. Thank you guys for giving me water and tissues.
No, definitely. Do you guys work here in Miami, or do you guys have your own business?
I do social media, so I'm an influencer, I guess is what.
Oh yeah.
Close, yes, I'm an influencer. And he does stocks and crypto.
What do you focus on, like Instagram or social media apps?
Instagram, OnlyFans.
Oh, okay.
It's just, yeah.
It
pays the bills.
What's your Instagram?
At Courtney Taylor.
Huh?
At Courtney Taylor. Taylor spelled T-A-I-L-L-R.
T-A-I-L-L-R. And what is it that he does?
Stocks and crypto.
Stocks and crypto.
He just has stocks and does crypto.
Yeah, so he's pretty good with numbers and all that. Yeah. And he's done that since you've known him, or?
I mean, as far as I know, he's done it since he was 19, and he's 27.
Okay.
So he's pretty damn good at it. Doesn't, I guess, compared to other people that do it.
Yeah. And how long were you guys planning on being in Miami, or before going to London? Or?
I don't think London was ever really going to happen. I don't think I would ever do that. But yeah. We were going to move into a house.
Mm-hmm.
So have an apartment, and then we were like, maybe just move here for a year. And then once we got here, we were like, no, this is dope.
Yeah.
So we have the dog picked out. He's a golden retriever. We're gonna name Mello. So we're gonna get a house. So we can have a backyard. Because I have 2 dogs, and then we're gonna have 3. So we're planning on staying here for a while.
Okay.
I just hope we get the opportunity to do that. Sorry.
Once again, you don't have to apologize.
Hopefully I'm over freaking out and like I'll be able to see him or whatever. But I don't see it.
Yeah.
I will keep it together.
Okay. So how about before we go into like the details of what happened today, okay, I have to swear you in and read you a couple other paperwork. This is normal process for everybody, with victims, witnesses, everybody. Okay, so
I got a chance to talk to Christian today.
To who?
Christian.
Who's Christian? Oh,
the victim.
They haven't told me his
name
yet.
I don't know if I'm the victim. No. He's definitely the victim. What'd you say?
No, he didn't know his name, so he was confused.
The situation quickly got out of hand, leaving Courtney in a state of panic as she tried to assist Christian while awaiting medical help. The whole ordeal was described as both terrifying and heart-wrenching. Courtney expressed regret for the unintended and tragic outcomes of her actions.
Let's start from the start. You guys were supposed to take out your dogs to the park, right? And then what happened after that?
Like I said, a little bit blur.
Yeah.
I was doing laundry and watching a Christina Randall, or listening to a Christina Randall video, and tried to call my mom. She didn't answer the first time. And then he came back with a Subway sandwich. Before he left, he recited exactly what I wanted. And I said, I'll text what I want to you. And he said, I know what you want. And I said, no, you don't. And he recited it to me before he left. And he got it perfectly right. And then he left. I guess he went to go bike over there. That's just what he said. I don't know if he walked or biked, but he told me to sing a bikers.
Like a bicycle?
Yeah.
Okay.
He came back. And I said something about like, oh, are you gonna like reshare your location with me? Like, did you want to share it? And he said, yeah, I shared it. And I was like, oh, when did you do that? And he goes, the other day, like when you were done with me. And I was like, okay, well, fair enough. And, like, reshare it. And then he told, it kind of like turned into like a little like argument or something. And then he told me to reshare mine, and I was like, okay, yeah, I will. And then I didn't do it immediately. He asked me about it again. And I don't know what I was thinking, but just said something about, well, what if I'm somewhere you don't want me to be?
Okay.
Which I wouldn't have been. I love him. But just like, maybe you don't want to know where I am. I guess maybe it'll just like hurt him because he was pressing me. And he ended up pinning me against the wall. And then, I said like choking me on the floor. It's just like, they were looking at my neck, and I was like, I'm not saying like choking me like, whatever. But he had my like neck, like and this happened twice before, where I couldn't breathe and I was on the floor. Yeah. I could not breathe. And I don't think that he was trying to kill me, but I was scared. And all 3 times I have been scared. So yeah, I'm on the floor. And you have me pinned and lets me up. I'm on the get my mom on the phone. And I'm just trying to really remember. I get my mom on the phone. And I remember she was standing like against the couch. Like we were obviously it was a big deal at this point. So this happened like over by the door and somehow moved like over in the living room. He was standing by the couch, facing toward the kitchen. I was in the kitchen. And then he just like, I could see like all the whites in his eyes, and it was like coming at me. And so I grabbed one of these knives. My mom got me for Christmas. I grabbed one of them, and I was like, I swear to God. I swear to God. It was just like, I would be like, don't come anywhere closer to me. Because, earlier, that was happening 2 other times, I couldn't fucking breathe. I'm sorry. I couldn't breathe. And it's very scary. And I just think, like, just like this other thing where I was saying, like, do you know if he's okay? If he's choking me and he's angry enough, he might, like, this is different, I think. But if he's, like, choking me or, like, pinning me or something and I can't breathe, he might go too long. So I grab a knife and I said, don't come anywhere closer to me. I had absolutely no intention of using it. I'm on the phone with my mom, and he's coming at me like he's going to grab either the phone or, like, the knife or something. And so I was just like, I was like, don't come any closer. It's coming at me, and I threw it. And I meant for it to go.
How far away was he?
Well, I was by my fridge, and he was, like, by the edge of one of the chairs of the sofa.
Okay.
Like
comparing to what
10 feet. I'm trying to think in my head. I'm trying to make the.
Was it closer than I am?
No, just further.
So like the length of his room?
No, further than that.
Okay.
Oh well, if I said, yeah, you're right. It was more than 10 feet. Then it was definitely further than this.
Okay. I mean, it's enclosed, so it looks a lot smaller than it is here.
It was further than this.
Okay. So then, you were by the fridge and he was by the couch? You were by the fridge and he was by the couch?
Yes, I was in front of the fridge. He was by the couch.
Yes. And then
behind my island.
And then what kind of movements did he make at the moment? He was going to walk
running
up?
At me.
Running? Okay.
Well, charging, aggressively walking, something.
What was he doing? Like, was he doing something with his hands or?
Doing he had his hands up. I couldn't tell you exactly.
Was he yelling at you at the time?
Yes.
Yeah. What was he saying?
Well, I'm supposed to tell. To put my hand up, so I really need to be hurt.
They'll be right with you, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
It became clear that Courtney was deeply affected by her emotions. Detectives delivered the heartbreaking news of Christian's passing, which triggered a response of shock, devastation, and overwhelming grief. She struggled to come to terms with how her actions had resulted in such a tragic outcome. She also recounted their recent conversation and Christian's approaching birthday, making the news even more difficult to bear. Recognizing Courtney's emotional distress, the detectives provided comfort by letting her know that they were contacting her family to offer support. They emphasized her well-being and assured her that arrangements were being made to provide the necessary assistance during this challenging time.
Almost done here.
Okay. Is there an update on Christian?
The other detective's working on it right now.
Is he okay?
We're gonna check. We're trying to reach the officer at the hospital. We have an officer and a detective there, so we're gonna try to reach them and see what updates we have. And as soon as we get them, we'll let you know. Okay. All right. So you have to obviously go into the house, the apartment, photograph everything, document everything, pick up any evidence like the knife. So there's two ways we can do that. We can get a search warrant, which, it's basically an authorization from the judge to give us permission to go into the house. Or we can do a consent form. A consent form is a much faster process where you give us permission, and it'll honestly kill time by a good 3 hours. Again, we're not gonna take anything else not related to the scene. We're here for whatever happened today, just to document that, photograph that, and that'll be pretty much it. Okay, this is what a consent form looks like. You can take your time to read it. I filled in your name and what we will be doing, and then if you agree with it, you can sign and date it. And like I said, it'll just help speed up the process as well. Okay. We're also speaking to your mom. One of the other detectives, there's a few of us.
What did you say?
One of the other detectives, the one that helped the dogs, she's speaking to him as well too, so we're updating her so she's aware.
At any moment I feel that they should stop recording, I will tell them that, because obviously I'm here to protect you. Okay? Yeah. That's fine.
Okay. Courtney, so it's 10:45 p.m. right now, okay? So I have a picture. Let me know if this is Christian or not. Okay. Yeah, that's Christian. Okay. So we have to inform you that Christian did not make it. Okay. Unfortunately, the doctors did what they could.
Christian is dead.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is not real, right? Okay. No, there's no fucking way. Christian died? Can I please have a hug? Am I allowed to do that in here?
Sure. Yeah.
Relax. You're fine.
No.
Calm down. Calm down. Take deep breaths. Just take deep breaths. You're gonna be okay?
I need to. I need to hug my mom.
I'll talk to your parents about a movie.
I cannot be left alone in like a room by myself.
You won't be.
After this. No, that's not true. That's not real, right?
It is real.
Christian is dead.
Yes. They're not gonna lie.
I know, I just can't believe it.
I'll talk to your parents. I'm gonna get your parents here ASAP.
We spoke to your parents, and they're trying to do everything possible to get here as soon as possible as well.
To what?
To get your parents, for them to come over here. So they're doing everything possible right now to find a way to get down here.
Deep breaths. Just take deep breaths.
I've been crying so much.
So,
and I just can't even cry right now.
Just take deep breaths. It's a shock. Just relax. Try to relax.
Okay.
We're gonna get you somebody here.
No.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. Connie, it's gonna be okay.
No, it's not. Oh my God. I wanted to be at the hospital. If anything happened to him, I just wanted to be at the hospital. I begged, can I please go to the hospital? I mean, obviously, they put me in cuffs at my house, but like, I begged, can I please go to the hospital? Oh my God, our friends, oh my God. Mom. Me?
It's been a long day.
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and it's gonna be the same thing. And, okay, that's the last time I ever talked to him. It's the last time anybody ever talks to him. Ever. The last thing he ate was fucking Subway.
We can't undo what's already happened, so this is going to be a process.
What I was saying to that other room, I said, God forbid, when like from far away, what if I had accidentally hit a little bit lower and he died? That's what I said. You remember? I said, God forbid. Then a few minutes later.
We can't change what's occurred and get them before. So just step by step. So you'll get through this, all right? And I will. I think the detective spoke to your mom. She's trying to get a flight to get you some support because we just met an hour ago. We're gonna get you some support, okay?
Everything's inside right now. So right now everything's being photographed. We do what's called a feral scan, which is like a video, 3D video of it. So once that's done and we're done photographing, we're able to take anything out.
Yeah, no, I'm just worried about.
What time are you supposed to take your meds?
Nighttime.
Nighttime? Anytime at nighttime?
Before bed?
So you've been taking it before bed?
Mm-hmm.
You know the name of it, just in case?
It starts with an S.
She just started.
It's
Right. Take a deep breath.
I cannot be in here. I need to be with my family.
We're gonna get
The child.
Do you know where you keep your medications at?
On top of my screen. It's
You
like
see?
a orange bottle with a
Of
blue
the bathroom?
cap. The blue cap, yeah.
shaking the kitchen or bathroom?
In the bathroom.
We'll get this for you as soon as possible. It should be done. Eventually, we'll have a photograph of that particular area first, and get it as soon as possible.
I swear I was holding him for so effing long. And the security lady was standing right there. And I was like, why are they taking so effing long? And I was sitting there and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. Okay.
We should bring in take some deep breaths. You said we need to move forward and deal with
What happens now?
You know.
Damn, that's not fair for his mom to and see him. And his birthday is in 8 days. Who has been called for him?
Nobody answered up yet. We're still trying to find his family's information.
Do you have a contact number for him? Maybe on your phone?
It might be.
Or in his phone?
You know his password, right?
Definitely, I do know his password, yes.
What's his password? It might be easier for us to get in there. And,
Password is 0412.
Well, we'll give you guys a minute. Okay.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
Let us know if you need anything else.
is there anything we can take you now? You want, the water enough? Would you like something else to drink with a soda instead, or something to eat?
Maybe would be good. Actually, you know what? I think I'll be good for a while.
We'll be right
Okay.
outside, okay?
What I really need is to hit a vape badly.
Following her arrest in Hawaii, where she was seeking treatment for substance abuse and post-traumatic stress disorder, Courtney is now facing charges related to the alleged murder of her boyfriend, Christian Obumseli. Clenny is currently awaiting extradition to Florida, where she will be charged with second-degree murder. Frank Prieto, her defense attorney, confirmed this legal course of action. If you want to watch more of these shocking interrogations, please subscribe to the channel.